Hello there and welcome to an episode of Planetary Annihilation Titans with me, Dan. This is a 4v4 cast. I was actually involved in this game, but I enjoyed it, and it's got people of all different abilities. So there's Broom in there, who is a star rank player. So he's a top dog really in skill set. And then there's sort of a random selection. It's Watermelon's very good with these multiplayer games, and forgive me everybody else who I don't know who you are. So I am the red player here. I'm getting bots straight out into vehicles with power air. This Private Zero is next to me. He's going very heavy bots. Meanwhile, let's come over to this side. On team 2 we've got Broom going bots air, standard build, and then he's going up with an air factory. And then we've got, here's a Muddy, his companion, who's getting some boom bots out. I wonder where they're headed. Probably to try and find some fabbers. Got Broom with a scout over here, and he's scouting me and Zero. He sees them, and now he's got his eyes set. Meanwhile, we've got Watermelons coming out with a vehicle scout. Muddy's got a scout on his base anyway. This chap here, who's this Jurley 78, has got fabbers going out. Is it vehicles? Yeah, 2 vehicles. Pulling out anti-air and a bots for a lighter inventory. So meanwhile, I'm here. I've got vehicles. I've got fabbers going out. And I'm pushing back this way because I think I saw Broom's scout. I can't remember what happened, but I remember seeing it and thinking, no, I need to go that way. So he's now attacking. Broom's now already attacking. First hits of the game by the looks of things, and he's got 2 Icaruses doing some damage over here to stop them out. Meanwhile, Zero is creating an anti-air. I've got air going up too, which I need to defend my friend here, so I'm getting some air out. I'm gonna come and see if I can take out these Icaruses, I think. Yeah, but I have a feeling he's gone. Yeah. So do I go? Do I try and attack him? Do I? I don't think I do. Saw him and went away again. I've got bots everywhere, so I think I've got getting a lot of too many fabricators out versus the other people, other units. Meanwhile, let's have a look how many mobile units we've got. So we've got Broom with 31s in the lead. They got Jurley, his teammate, or is that my teammate? Yeah, one of my teammates has got the next amount, but he's got tanks and bots, I think. Yeah, lots of bots. I'm focusing on getting out resources mainly, and for some reason I've put these over here, I think, to try and defend from this way, because I'm hoping that Broom is defended a little bit against via Zero over here. Meanwhile, Chinos of Uber Hedge has got a lot of Icaruses to snipe, and has also extended over here and has stuck up a radar which has got me in his sights. This is quite a good vantage point, and I can see Broom's done it too. Let's see, no one's done that over this side, so yeah, their team are in the vantage there. Meanwhile, Broom's making a bit of a mess of this area, and he's got his units through. He's completely knackered these guys, but yeah, he's sent in some planes and he's lost them all. He's getting the doxers coming in hard. These 2 guys are out in the open. I should have been scouting around really, but I'm trying to build up a bit of an army. Meanwhile, I've taken some over here to just defend on his behalf. What's going over here? So we've got yellow. It's Watermelons is coming in with some heavier than bots, i.e. tanks. Coming in, is actually spamming them out. He's got a lot of units coming out here now. We've got Jellies going into Tech 2. Is his economy handling it? Yes, it is. Very good. So he's actually expanding right into their territory, which is very good. Meanwhile, Broom is expanding well too, but he's focusing his attack on here. He's trying to take this out rather than come this way, which is interesting. I guess with this map, it's kind of like segmented. So the orange player, 0, is in his segment in effect, as is purple in mine. So yeah, meanwhile I'm getting tech 2 up as well. I doubt my economy's lasting. Oh, it is holding on. I've got 100% efficiency, very nice. So I'm getting my tech 2 coming out here. Someone pinged, not sure. Oh, right, okay. So Jelly is going, oi, there's a spare metal there, that's your metal, watermelons, take it. Which is very very admirable. Looks like Broom's got Tech 2 out already. He's getting his Tech 2 fabbers and units. I've got them coming out too. Almost. Meanwhile, 0 has got quite a force here. But Broom is trying to circumvent all his forces and take out all his units from behind. We've got Muddy here, who's making bombers, air. Doesn't have too many factories, but has Muddy has 10 factories apparently. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sure it's right. All right, I'll take it back. He's got 10 factories. Melons has got 9. I've got 9. Broom's only got 6, interestingly, but he's just using his resources wisely. Jelly's starting to attack on here. So he's starting to attack this area and take out his he's got this factory right up in his area, which is very impressive. We've got a massive amount of Icaruses, which are about to be decimated. Let's watch these disappear. Oh dear. Not only is that a bit of a blow from a point of view of that's actually going to hurt his unit count, they generate a lot of power, so he might have just dropped quite a lot of power there, with all those disappearing. Meanwhile, Broom is continuing his attack on this bit. I've got Tech 2 coming out here now. I've built up a bit of an army over this side because I was planning an attack over this way, because I knew that wasn't a problem area yet. Although I can see I've got artillery now landing on me, and look at this, he's getting a Hulkins Tech 2 artillery with a huge range, trying to go up there. Meanwhile, Broom taking out this. He's the only one really attacking, although Jelly is, or Gelé, however you say your name, he's now attacking with Tech 2 vehicles with a portal. And that's something I really need to do, actually. I need to utilise portals more. I don't do it. But yeah, he's got these going in here and then coming out here. So it's kind of a side attack rather than front on. And he's being very sensible with where he's going. Jamie Bear here has a lot of fabrication. And we've got Tech 2 all over the board now, which is good. Me here. He's got them coming around this way. I've got my units sort of gaggling up here. I'm trying to get a force together. I've got a lot of fabricators, but I'm guessing my economy is knackered. Yeah, my metal is problematic, which is why I haven't got much of an army coming out, which is very standard for me. That should be going into Tech 2 metal if I'm not already. Yeah, I can't see myself doing that. Commander's just set and standing there like a lemon. Meanwhile, Broom is just like expanded massively. He's got these up here, laser, so no one's going near him because he's got all these lasers as well, so no one's going near him. Oh, he's now coming over here to attack watermelons, which is going to go well. I'm sure he's got Tech 2 tanks and... So how many factories has Broom got now? Let's have a look, 9. And he's going in for watermelons, who has 11, but they're not going to be... So he's only got 1 Tech 2 factory, whereas Broom has 2. There's a bit of watermelons raiding over here. He's building up a nice army to go in here. We're going over to... So this is... I'm being attacked a bit here. I'm trying to get rid of this middle plinth because I've recognised it as a bit of a threat, especially as I've seen his Hulkins. But I had bombers in there, but all my bombers disappeared before I even got to the fabricators actually making the Hulkins. Oh, there's a big attack coming in from Jelly now, which is going to cause a bit of an issue. If he goes round the back of this base, we'll keep an eye on that. Mr. Watermelons is being attacked quite heavily and is actually retreating now, which is good. I've got some tanks and stuff. It's good that Broom has stopped attacking me and my neighbour Zero. So it looks like it's going quite well. There's a big open space with nothing here. Was somebody knocked out? I missed that if they have. I don't think so. I think their base has just been moved, maybe. I don't think anyone was knocked out yet. So where was that ping? See, I can't. So here. Oh yeah. So I've put Watermelons as ping to say. By the way, guys, there's just units in the back of your base. Oh, I'm just going to go back a little bit. I'll just see that force come in. So he was very clever. He's using the barriers and things to avoid them here. So he's coming round. Oh, he takes out all his fabricators. Commander there is not a good idea considering there's all Tech 2, and I'm assuming he sees him. And let's have a look. Does he see him? No, he doesn't see him. But he will. Oh, he does now. Look, he's now focusing on him. He's seen him. Jobs are good and takes him out. Carries on with that army. So that was a brutal. Who was green? Jamie Bear should not have walked his commander back there. He should have walked him forwards into the safety of his units, because that was decimating. Now, Jelly's troops don't have any anti-air there at all, which is a bit of a failure, to be honest. But for some reason, he's just retreated these when he should be using them to do it. Commander's there. I've got a group of units coming in to take the commander from this side too. I've seen him, I think. Yeah. So we're coming in from both directions. I've got this group of units. I've got quite a few sort of gaggles of units. And I believe I got that kill, even though that really wasn't mine. I think I just got the last shot in. That should have been Jelly's kill, to be honest. Now, Broom has this massive force. This commander is very in danger, should we say. What we got going on over here? So Jelly is kind of the forerunner pushing. I'm not pushing. I've just noticed this group coming in. So I'm trying to bring all my units as soon as I can over here. That did not take long to take down his commander. These Tech 2 tanks are brutal. So I've recognised this. My commander is skedaddling out of there. And I'm just trying to bring all my units. Unfortunately, I've got this group just sort of over here. He's just decimating my base. I've got some Tech 2 units in here, some slammers and things, and I have this line of Tech 2 defense which is just in range, so that's helping as well. And that, I know that's a bit random placement, but it was to try and take out some of this that was on this hill. But obviously he's gone now. So yeah, that's going well. Jelly meanwhile has this group coming in this way. Broom is pulling his units back, so I'm assuming he has seen that. Let's have a look. So he's all coming into radar, so he has seen that. He is shoving all of his units back that way. This group is just taking out my base currently, which is less than ideal. And I've sent these group of units back this way to try and support that. I think Broom has kind of forgotten about these units a little bit because they're just sitting here. He's got Blue Hawks, no, snipers and Blue Hawks, but blue snipers take out these missiles. So you watch, they just snipe them out of the sky. So that's a bit of an issue, although I have managed to rid most of his units. Commander has started rebuilding over here. Meanwhile, Jelly's got some Tech 2 units in with a wave. I mean, you can see how good Broom is. Look at this clunky units. How many is that? 141 mixed ability units. Tech 2 in there as well. So it's just down to Jelly really, because he's the only guy with some units. I mean, I've got a few. Looks like Broom's done a line to protect his fabbers because he's rebuilding with air fabbers, which is clever, using his line like that to stop anyone coming through. And he's now reclaiming these metals, the sneaky bugger. Look at that, into my base almost. Look at this massive group of units. Where is his commander? He's there. So he's the only team left on this. Yeah, he needs to be working. I'm sure he's working very hard, but I don't believe any of our commanders have gone out, other than Private Zero has gone there. So Broom's pushing in with this group, and he's kind of ignoring me, which is good. I'm trying to build up some units once again. Commander is building more factories because my base has disappeared. I am massively in power deficit though, and I should be doing something about that, but I'm not, which is stupid. So I think I've got these fabbers going out getting me metal again, which is good. But look at these groups of units. Units there. He's trying. I don't know where they're all coming from. Broom, where do you... So he's got 1, 2, 3... He's got 3 Tech 2 factories, orbital coming out. He's got lots of docks launchers for those raiding parties, and then just mixed ability units. So in here he's got, yeah, just a range of all sorts really. This group of units is going to do some damage. It's got artillery Tech 2 in there as well. Broom has this massive force here, but I'm assuming he's focusing on this force. Its watermelons is like, I'm out of here. I'm going to hide because he's going to go this way. So its watermelons is running. Broom seems very strong at this point. Let's have a look what his... So he's got 409 metal. But Jelly has 482. I have 223. So Jelly has all of this area, which is really good. So hopefully... so I've got this big thing of units. So Broom starts pushing in. And I think he recognises the fact that I do have this mass of army. And tries to start pushing in, and I think he then backs out because he recognises that there's sort of long range units in there as well. He's now pushing this way to try and take out these guys. We've got lots of bombers and things here to mop up Broom's remaining units. Meanwhile, it's these tanks. He's got tanks. Flame tanks are really dangerous quite close up. But he's got just like huge armies pouring out. 207. And I guess a part of that is the docks launchers. But he does have... How many factories has he got? 17 factories. Jelly's got 19. I've got 8. And its watermelon says 8 left because his base was completely knackered. He's going into bots again. And Jelly's just sent out annoying... I find these when I'm playing are really annoying when people do world patrols. It's massively effective if you've got enough of them at just taking out metal spots if they're not sort of pinned down. So Broom's metal is getting sort of pushed aside there. He's building up air again. This is quite an air... this is my units, really. But I don't have any anti-air, so I believe, although it would have been pretty good to go in with, I haven't got any anti-air, and it gets absolutely knackered. I believe I pinged myself to try and get Jelly to come and help with his air force, but he was busy elsewhere. But yeah, so all that, I had a big force there. If I would just rewind a little bit, with lots of Tech 2 in, and it just disappears. So that's a fail. I've got desperate, and I've just gone, you know what, let's just world patrol a load of units just to get them out of the way, try and pick off resources and stuff, just like Jelly is doing. I still only have 8 factories, which I'm guessing is to do with eco. No, it's not to do with eco. It's just I have, I don't know, tried to do something else, and I'm concentrating elsewhere, trying to attack places. Meanwhile, Broom with his 187, how many tanks he got in there? He's got 13 Tech 2 levelers. So that is a very dangerous force. And he is going to decimate my base if I'm not careful. Meanwhile, Broom has ones going out this way too. He's very, very good at managing multiple armies across maps, if you hadn't realised that already. Jurley is getting up yet another portal behind Broom's base and is sending through this mass of units he has here. So there's a good 100 mixed ability groups units there, and it's behind enemy lines. So Broom is coming into my base. I'm trying to get Tech 2 up in multiple places again. I've got the resources to, but quite frankly it's a bit too late for me there. What's this group of units doing? No idea. When you look back at your own gameplay, it's a really good thing to look at where you've made mistakes. Leaving massive groups of units just doing nothing is not a very good way of doing it. Does he take me out? I can't remember. I think he does. Does he take me out? Yes. Yes, he takes me out. So, GG Broom, GG, he got me there. But we've got this huge group of units that's sneaking in behind Broom. He's sort of guarding the back of his base with this line of units, which is very clever. He's got another army going out this way. Jelly is taking out all these Tech 2 units because Broom's not able to do that, and he recognises the threat of them coming into the back of his base. So at this point, I believe it is just Watermelon's hanging on in there, Jelly and Broom. I will have to figure out what sort of level Jelly is. Jelly is ranked, but I suspect he's quite high because he's doing well too. He's pushing hard. He's got he's using portals very effectively, and he gets this huge group in there and finally takes out Broom's commander. I've just noticed that Broom accidentally pushes his commander. There's a weird bug with this where units, when rushing forwards, can push commanders and things in their way. And if you've seen some of my other videos, people can use boom bots to move the commander really fast across a map because they can just keep pushing behind him because boom bot's really fast. But anyway, that was a really good game, a 4v4 with a mixed ability, and it kind of shows you the power of the stronger players, because Broom held his fort for a long time after his team had gone, and there was still 3 of us on the map trying to get him. So yeah, good game all. Like and subscribe if you like this content. There will be more coming and more casts coming too. Yeah, like and subscribe and all that jazz, and I'll see you all later. Bye.